UFC Fight Night 147 is coming at us this weekend, and in the main event, we have a very intriguing welterweight bout in the form of Darren versus Jorge Masvidal.
I am very excited about this fight, Eric. This is going to be an amazing fight. Now, as you know, I was in our fight lab all night, running data, crunching the numbers, what have you, running all the stats and crunching, like I said, crunching the numbers, running through my personal algorithm that I've written to have a guaranteed win. Guaranteed win. So confident in this pick, in my algorithm, that I want to put your house on the line.
My house.
Guaranteed winner. Got charts, graphs, data, all right here. Guaranteed. But as always, I'm going to go with my gut. I'm going to go with my gut on this one. It's never failed me, never done me wrong. I'm going to go with my gut. Before I give my pick, I want to know who you got. Who you like on this fight.
All right, well, let me break this fight down. Now, just going by the stats, we got Darren Till at 6 feet tall with a 74-inch reach. Jorge Masvidal is coming in at 5'11" with the 74-inch reach.
It's virtually identical.
Now, this is surprising to me because, you know, just looking at Darren Till in his fights, he always looks just so much bigger than his opponents. He's basically this generation's Anthony Rumble Johnson at welterweight. Now, looking back at some of the earlier fights, you know, Darren Till, looking at his strengths, he's huge for the weight class. He really should be probably fighting at 205. 2, you know, he has a big reach, of course, to go along with the size. He's heavy-handed, you know, compared to, you know, everybody else that's fighting within the weight class. And he's very good at controlling the distance, very good at fighting at his own distance, very good at keeping his opponents exactly where he wants them. As far as Jorge Masvidal goes, he's probably one of the, if not the best boxer in MMA right now. Really good with his hands, really sharp and precise. Also has great kicks, great spinning kicks. Very aggressive fighter, and he's really good at you know, when he's got his opponents up against the cage. You know, really good with the hooks and the headshots. Now, you know, thinking on Jorge Masvidal's strengths, I don't see any of that coming to play when he's going to be fighting Darren Till. You know, both of them are coming off of losses. Darren Till coming off of the Tyron Woodley loss. You know, Tyron Woodley was basically able to catch him with his power and, you know, get him on his butt. Then when he did, you know, completely took him to the mat and just controlled him from top position and got the submission win. Now, those are Woodley's strengths. None of that pertains to Jorge Masvidal whatsoever. You know, Jorge Masvidal's strengths are actually going to play into Darren Till's strengths, in my opinion. You know, again, Darren Till is very good at controlling the range. Jorge Masvidal has a recent loss to Stephen Wonderboy Thompson, in which, you know, another big welterweight, same height as Darren Till, even longer reach, and was able to keep him at bay, keep him at his distance that he wanted. And, you know, Masvidal was never able to get aggressive and get in close. So, you know, the way I see this fight playing out, you know, Darren Till, in his last fight against Stephen Wonderboy Thompson, was able to use those side kicks, you know, hitting Wonderboy in the knees, and again, you're fighting tall, controlling the distance, and basically outboxing him from the outside. I see the same thing happening in this fight. You know, if Jorge Masvidal tries to be aggressive, he's not going to be able to catch Darren Till. Darren Till is going to use that same sideways stance as Wonderboy and continue to, you know, to kick him in his legs and keep him exactly where he wants. He's going to fight tall. He's going to completely stay out of range. I see him picking Jorge Masvidal apart and just picking up a decision win. I don't think he finishes Jorge Masvidal.
So what you're really trying to say is, what are you trying to say?
I'm trying to say Darren Till picks up the win.
Oh, me too. Video's over?
Yeah.
Okay. No, No, the video's not over just yet. Yeah, no, I had picked Till to win this one. Because he's a fucking gorilla, man. He's a fucking animal.
Everyone and anyone, I don't care.
I don't care. He doesn't care. Yeah, no. Going back and looking at the Jorge Masvidal and Stephen Wonderboy Thompson. Stephen Wonderboy Thompson is just using his angles. My God, changing levels, switching up angles. It was just way too much. And him mixing in the kicks with his elbow strikes and hands, it's gonna be way too much for Masvidal to deal with. But with that being said, Jorge Masvidal, you forgot one key thing. Jorge Masvidal did grow out his hair, so you got that to count for. You got to take that into account.
Yeah.
You know?
It gets cushioned to the top of the head.
There you go.
To the chin too. Doesn't he have that beard?
He has that beard. These are all factors that were in my algorithm, by the way. Like I said, very detailed analysis. I'm not gonna tell you who I picked or what my algorithm picked. But yeah, stats like that the UFC doesn't put up, though I think is important. You know, maybe I should be over there doing fight analysis and breaking down fights instead of freaking Dominic Cruz. I can do a better job than him. Where are those stats? I want to see those stats.
Do your research.
Your legs are all.
Let me ask you this: if there's anything Jorge Masvidal can do to win this fight, what do you think it is? If there's any.
Darren Till's move was a little too good.
I think it's just.
I don't think he'll be able to keep him up against the cage. I don't think he's.
Definitely not.
He doesn't have that. He doesn't have that down. That's not his style, anyways. That's the only way. Just pressure him and keeping him against the cage. Maybe dirty box, but Darren Till's so much stronger and so much bigger.
Yeah.
I don't see that being
If anything,
possible.
Jorge Masvidal is just going to have to try to find his opening to get in the pocket and duck in, land that big overhand right on Darren Till. That's the only thing I see working in his favor in this fight. But like I said, Darren Till is really good at fighting tall. Really good at keeping his chin out the way. I don't see. I just don't see any way Jorge Masvidal wins this fight.
Or if he fights with his hair loose, because it was distracting me during the interviews when he was doing interviews. That's the only way I see it happening. He has gorgeous hair, very similar to mine.
He used to have that hair when he was street fighting.
Oh yeah.
It sounds like I'm completely hating on Jorge Masvidal in this fight, but I'm pretty confident in this pick right here. What do you think?
No, like I said, I picked Till to win. I just think he has better use of his skill. I love the way he mixes up his striking and his footwork and all that.
Mm-hmm.
And if you want to get an idea of how this fight's going to play out, just watch Stephen Wonderboy Thompson and Jorge Masvidal. You'll get a pretty good idea of how this fight's going to end.
Exactly. And just keep in mind, Jorge Masvidal used to fight at lightweight, and Darren Till probably should be fighting at 205. It's like they're fighting at two weight classes apart. So, I know in some cases that size doesn't really matter, and in some cases he plays against the bigger fighter because of cardio, but Darren Till really hasn't shown to have cardio issues. Now, there is a chance that he misses weight in this fight, but he seems to have gotten his weight issues under control, and from what it sounds like, he's not going to be fighting at 170 for too much longer.
No, he even said himself maybe 3 or 4 more fights at 170, and he's going on up.
Let me ask you this: do you think it's going to be an exciting fight, or will it be lackluster like like Darren Till versus Wonderboy?
No, I think it's going to be an exciting fight.
Yeah,
both of them are not scared to brawl.
Yeah.
Especially Masvidal, he's not scared of going there and mixing it up, taking a punch to get a punch.
Yeah. Do you think Darren Till could get himself in trouble if he starts to brawl with Masvidal?
Well, anybody can.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I just don't see it happening.
You think he's going to stay composed?
I think he's going to use his kicks a lot more in this fight to set up his punches, because Darren Till has really good leg kicks. I don't see why No, I see him. I see him setting up
I did.
the leg kicks for a lot of these headshots.
I definitely see that. He seemed really disappointed after the Tyron Woodley fight. I don't think he wants to take another L.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, I don't think he wants to know. That really motivated him to set a fire under his ass. I think it's gonna. I think we're gonna see a much more aggressive Darren Till.
all right. So there's our pick. We will see y'all when the fight's over. Hopefully we're right.
Well, my papers, well, my data is one.
I'm trusting it.
Yeah. Okay.
Those guys are fucking awesome.